Welcome back to another episode of the Role Models podcast. We are here with Queen Dej once again.
Queen Dej, like Deja. Come on.
Yeah, recurring guest. Don't know. You might remember her
Thank
from
you.
a previous episode. How you been since the last time we had you on?
I'm alive and well. Alive and well. You know, looking younger every day, of course.
Traveling. You're everywhere.
Traveling all the time. Everywhere all the time. Every month, every 2 months, whatever. Gotta go. Not just between therapy, but my music also. So, you know.
That's good. So you were saying, for the people that don't know, you do therapy.
I do sports therapy. I do acupressure and reflexology. That pays my bills.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me travel where I want to go. I've been doing it for a long time. I've worked with Olympians, Paralympians, NFL, NHL, NBA. You know, I do sports therapy.
Because I've got this thing on my neck right now. Like it hurts. You know when I turn, because I've been walking around downtown and
You should go to one of them little Asian spots where they can step on your
breaking
neck.
necks. You know what I mean? Breaking necks. Looking at these shorties. So like, I need some sport therapy.
Yeah.
Because it's a sport. Like everywhere you look, sometimes you see a pretty girl. You're like, damn.
Yeah. For that 120 an hour, you know, that's fine.
120 an hour.
Fine. Yeah.
To fix this?
Yeah. That's health. That's wealth. Right?
Well, health is wealth.
Thank
That's
you.
true.
That's
true.
blood circulation. That's mobility.
So tell me, what is the best place you've ever traveled to?
So far, I can't pick between Ghana and Bogota, Colombia. Because I go to Colombia a lot. I go to Jamaica the most of any country I've ever been to.
Okay.
But I've been to Bogota second to the most, right?
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love Bogota, you know. Soy una reina en las tres, así. Si tú extrañas Bogotá muchas.
Gotcha. Now you're dropping the Spanish on us right now. That's what's up, though. What is the best time to look for trips? Like if you're trying to travel, go on trips. What's the best time? Best season?
I say just be resourceful. Just think outside of the box. Whatever you're thinking, whatever you want to do, throw that out. Depending on what you want to do, right? I'm a traveler. I'm not necessarily a vacationer. I vacationed, but I'm a traveler. Seasoned, I think, because I do things by myself. 21 countries now, and I just go. And then I promote. I do videos. I've done radio, television in other countries. I've been on award-winning albums. I've done things, so all on my own, no agent, 00.
7.
It's a little thing for NBC here, a little thing for MasterChef there,
Nice.
Yeah,
so you also do acting?
I do extra work. 007. I want to do more because when I was younger, a lot younger, I was doing more extra work, and I was supposed to do the remake of RoboCop that they did in 2013 or 14.
Oh wow!
Be like extra work, but then that was when I had stopped. I did something for Saving Hope on NBC season 1 episode 10, just extra work behind the scenes, and then after that, some things happened in my personal life, so now I'm just like,
Took a break. Got you.
Pretty much what I did just recently. I was on a hiatus from music. Just some personal stuff, and now I'm back.
Back like you never left.
You were in the studio, 2 days ago?
Yeah, we were just at the studio, and I was hearing some bangers that she got brewing.
But you know how I get down.
True.
You know how I get down.
Enough bars. Can't wait for y'all to hear her stuff. But I'm looking at you right now. I'm seeing the grill. I'm seeing the jewelry.
Just some pieces, shout out Grills, Mac Braid Diamonds, Grills by Mac on Instagram. Shout out.
Nice.
Yeah.
It looks good. I like the look. You look like a fashionista rapper.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, you are a personality yourself, so it's like
right, just the presence when I walk in the room.
Everybody's like,
that's why everybody hates me, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly why everyone hates me.
So let's talk about the hate. You want to talk about that? You want to address that?
We can address anything you want to address.
All right. So what's going on right now? I'm hearing a lot of
bullshit.
A lot of banter.
I don't know. But shout out DJ Snoopy. That's one of my homies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we just had Snoopy here. And we didn't get to talk about that because I wanted you to talk about it when you got here.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. There's a lot of people got a lot to say about, And I personally don't care what people have to say, but talk about my content. Talk about my music. But you can't talk about me personally if you don't know me. Because you done heard some he said, she said shit. eat a dick, a dirty one. You feel me? Like that's crazy. Like you feel me? Like, and I really don't care. Like niggas is over here looking like old creased Air Forces. Like you can't. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't talk. That's crazy to me. You feel me?
Are you gonna name drop or no?
I don't. If it ain't directed, it ain't respected. But you know, nobody brought anything directly to me. I'm just addressing what I heard. You feel me? And it was validated. Like I said, shout out my nigga Snoopy. You feel me? It's validated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't want to get into none of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get into no. Okay. But I said a couple things on my new songs. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we gotta wait for the full story on your song.
Because niggas, you know what I'm saying? I guess niggas was posting shit about me online, saying a bunch of shit and all this bullshit. So, but nobody tagged me in it. Like invite me in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? I want to be in on the joke. I want to laugh at me. The fuck? You feel me? Like
yeah. But just so we get this soundbite right, what they were saying was not true.
Right. It's not true.
Right. It's not true. But
XX.
rumors have a way of building up. And then people that don't know you personally, like they hear something and it's like, okay, now they believe it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And that's because anything negative goes further than anything
It goes
positive.
viral.
People don't know my credentials. People don't know the people I've worked with.
Right.
You know, from actors to athletes. People don't know what I've done in music. People don't care.
Right.
They just want to hear about some fuck shit that ain't true and then run with it. But that's fine with me because it doesn't make me know, never mind. It doesn't pay my bills. It doesn't feed me. It don't fuck me. You feel me? So that's how I see it.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm the type of bitch, like, if I have something to say about, like, I'm the nicest person in the world. If I have something to say about somebody or whatever, I'm going to tag that motherfucker. I'll tag motherfuckers.
Direct shots.
Right? Shout out Zeus Network. Shout out Now That's TV. Them motherfuckers be reposting me because they know how I get down. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Isaiah. Shout out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no sneak dissing. We throwing direct shots.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the only reason why I'm not going to say directly who I heard and saw was talking they shit because I don't know them and they didn't address me directly. But address me directly and we can have we can go, it's whatever. You feel me? It's whatever. Because it's, you know what I'm saying? It's baby nigga shit. Like, I don't. What am I get into it for? That's crazy.
Let's talk about the Toronto scene, like the entertainment scene.
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of why people were talking about you because you're out here, you know, you're doing your thing, you know, people know you, like, you know, you're making a name for yourself.
People know of me, right?
Right, of you. What do you think that the city needs to do to get to that level of like attention that the States gets?
Think outside the box. The problem with people here is that they're waiting or following somebody to jump, to hit, to get big so that they can get big, so that they can get on the bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like, you know, niggas that got a lot to say. Those are musty spirit niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like that are just waiting for things to happen, waiting for, you know, life to give them something, benefit some way. Instead of going out and getting it on your own. You feel me? Getting it. You know what I'm saying? I own my own. Everything I do in music, I own my beats. Everything. I write for myself. I write for a lot of people in Toronto too. A lot of people in New York too. Get paid for my writing, my ghost writing or whatever. And, you know, it's just really all about doing your own thing and just trusting and believing in you. You know what I'm saying? Everyone does the same type of videos. There's no concepts. There's no character. There's no creative direction. There's no thinking outside the box. There's no, you know, we used to get excited to look at music videos. We used to get excited to see, you know, artists and stuff, just whatever they were doing because they gave that to us. But nowadays, everyone's doing the same things because it's a trend. I want a trend. Content. I want a trend. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, you know, everybody, okay, you put these people on this network, they're going to fuck each other up because that's content for them. You put these people on, they're going to, you know, shake their ass. That's content. It's all, you know what I'm saying? Right. That's what it's about.
It's just about the content and not necessarily about originality.
Right. Originality goes further than of course, put that content on there, but originality goes further. And people don't think like that because they're afraid. People are afraid to do anything for themselves. Travel, you know, live, fucking anything. Afraid to do anything alone.
If you could collaborate or meet any celebrity dead or alive, who would it be?
Prince.
Oh, really?
Prince.
Okay.
Prince.
What you gonna like collaborate with him or like you guys gonna hang out, pick his brain, like
I would
take
want
a
to
selfie.
pick his brain.
Yeah.
Because that would be difficult. And the power of persuasion. I'm not a vapid person, so I feel like I could be able to pick his brain properly and attain and absorb a lot of energy and just knowledge. And I've always wanted to. Prince for sure. I feel like he's gone too soon, way too soon.
Yeah.
Way too soon.
Okay. Did you hear about the new bill? Now, if you say something that is a hate crime, or you say something that
he banned the word mankind. You have to say people kind now in like professional settings or buildings. And this, like, bitch, okay. I remember back in the early 2000s and like back in the day when I lived in New York, like all my friends, I don't care. They're literally everything under the sun. Nobody cares if you want to be him, her, them, shim, vim, zer, zit. I don't care. But the problem comes when the indoctrination comes in with these children. You're putting things now more blatantly. Like back in the day, in the 60s, 50s, 60s, we had Disney putting some fuck shit in cartoons. Now we got these people putting fuck shit in cartoons. But this shit is literally grooming, indoctrination, and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to these type of bills and these banning of words and stuff like that, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the world is fucked right now. Yeah. And I'm scared for all of the children that are growing up and parents giving them X and shit on their. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Just why can't people just be people? Like, people have always done and been and dressed and done all of this shit like they've been doing. Right. But now it's like, okay, well, now you have to swallow it. Right. Okay. We eat it. Okay. Swallowed. Digested. Oh, you want us to wear it now? Right. Like, what do we do? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I feel so like much. Generally, it all ties down to, or it all boils down to freedom. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression. I feel like we don't have freedom generally
anymore. We have more freedom in the first world.
I don't think so.
When was the last time you were in Nigeria?
2018.
Stop playing that. You already know we have more freedom in this
I'm telling you, like, the thing in Nigeria is when you got money, you got freedom.
That's true.
Right?
When you have money.
Yeah, you got freedom.
It's hard
to get money. But these days, a lot more people in Nigeria are getting money. A lot, not it's like everybody, but
it's like when I went to Ghana in 2019.
Yeah. But I could tell you, I feel much more free when I'm in Nigeria. I might not feel safer. I might not feel safer. I might not feel like, I got all the amenities. I might not feel like I have all the infrastructure, but I feel free as fuck. You know what I mean? Because I can express myself. I could say what I want to say. I could talk how I want to talk. You can't tell me shit if I don't believe something.
But you can't do what you want to do, and that's anywhere we go in the world. We might be free.
I mean, I might not be able to do what I want to do, but
we're only as free as we're given. Like, that's it.
But there's the thing, right? In Nigeria, I could decide, okay, I'm Christian. I could talk to you about my beliefs. Yeah, I'm Christian. You're this. All right, cool. I mean, some people go a little bit overboard with it, but it's like, I feel like these days, like, I can't even tell you what I am. I can't even talk about who I am. If I'm not who the government wants me to be, I can't really exist freely.
Let me double back. So, back to that, the government banned these words, and people being who they want to be, and expression. You can't express yourself like that in Nigeria or anywhere in Africa.
In Nigeria is different, though.
No.
In Nigeria is different, though. It's different. I can talk shit about. I can talk shit about the president of Nigeria.
Yes, but you can't go and say you're gay and think you're gonna get off on it.
I mean, that's
what I mean by freedom. So doubling back to what you said about the word elimination in Canada, and then you saying we're being free. People aren't free.
Okay.
Boom.
So if you could go back in like time to tell yourself something, like a younger version of yourself, something to maybe inspire you or to like stop you from doing something, like, or just to warn yourself, what would you go back to tell yourself?
Let go of family sooner.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Blood ain't
I would have
thicker
been
than
further.
water.
I would have been further. Blood ain't no thicker than water. You can dilute it. You'll be all right.
I feel like, like even like, for me, I have personal experiences about this, but I feel like there are some times where family is just toxic.
In my case, that was my like I had, I was born in the 80s, crack baby,
Right.
It was either my parents were selling it or somebody was doing it. You feel me? So like I grew up with my mom dating drug dealers, you know what I'm saying? Like but and then she ended up marrying a crackhead. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward years later, he's my father, but he was a crackhead all my life, like growing up. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of the house since I was young, really. Like I always say, I've been on my own since I was 11 because mentally and spiritually I have been. Physically, I've been like since I was 11 until 13, 14, 15, in and out of my mom's house, my great grandmother's house, friend's house, my mom's friend's house. Like I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Same with my brothers. And then like my mom gave a fuck about like her situation rather than she did us. Right. So that was one of the reasons why I just didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And if I really thought about it, instead of trying to go out of my way and invest my money as I was getting older to make these relationships with people that are family work, but they weren't being reciprocated, it's just like I had to stop. And I wish I stopped doing that sooner, because then I would have just thought more like, okay, I don't need that. I don't need this, And
focused on yourself too.
That's it. And I was so focused on just being close with certain people that we were close when we were younger. Having those certain relationships. And I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all don't treat me like I get treated better than people I'm performing in other countries. Mm-hmm. Hey, you want to stay at my house? Hey, you want to, this estate you can rent by yourself, this $1 million house in Mexico. You can stay there for the weekend by yourself. I'm making great relationships around the world. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But then,
there's a saying that you're never appreciated in the place that you're from or by people closest to you.
People closest to you.
It's the same thing in like music, even our business. Like your friends would never support you compared to like, people that just heard your shit for the first time or that just like fuck with what you're doing.
You can tell people that know you, give me $5. You don't have to come to the show just to support my ticket, and they won't do it. Right. But you go to another country and people hear something and they like it. Right. They're going to put you up. They're going to put you in. They're going to put you on. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that is that. They're going to figure it out because they like what you're giving. Right. And they like what they're getting. So.
Right. And I feel like a lot of people. I mean, it's hard. To be able to separate like, okay, this is what I need for my betterment and my health, like mental health, versus these are my obligation to family. Because some people, it's like their parents might be ruining their lives, like, use their credit to fucking run like credit cards and like, they go like, they have bad credit by the time like they're 18. Right. But it's like, oh, well, that's my mom, that's my dad. I mean, it's okay. Their parents might have been abandoning them for 7 days at a time, going to party or like not taking care of them, and like maybe they have health issues now or like they're just mentally scarred, but it's like, oh well, like that's my mom, and the obligation part of it keeps people in that cycle and keeps people locked in that toxic environment because like, well, it's family.
I don't do obligations. Situationally, conveniently, non-convenient. No, I don't do obligations. Right. I'm not going to obligate you and you're not going to obligate me. Right. Because I don't keep people and neither do you. And that is just simple. That's why I work for myself. I figured out how to, get into therapy and be able to work for myself, work for, I can't say the franchise I work for. Right. But and then work for a private sports therapy company and do things, You work for yourself.
Yeah, that's what's up. Be a boss. I mean, it's 2024. I feel like everybody got a boss up because
get a hustle mentality. Yeah. Even if you want to do two regular jobs, do more than one.
Right. Or get a job and then start a business. Like, you know what I mean? Like you gotta something expand more than your horizon.
What you're doing.
Right.
That's what I always tell people. Something more than whatever you're doing. Whatever you're doing, that's fine. Oh, I'm tired. Now I gotta go to the gym. That's fine. Now throw something else in there. Mm-hmm. Be more tired. Give yourself more fulfillment. Right. A reason to feel fulfilled throughout the day. Through anything you're doing. Like what?
And even for me, like I feel like the more I utilize my potential and the more I utilize my skills, I just feel greater. I feel better. I feel better about myself.
You should.
I feel
travel alone and you'll feel it. You'll feel it even more.
I've never.
You'll feel it even more.
Yeah.
You'll feel it even more. You might even meet somebody. I'm dead ass because you'll be by yourself.
Well, now you're talking about like passport bros going to do all kinds of shit. So I can't even travel.
Why do you keep saying passport?
I can't travel alone.
You keep referring back to passport bros, like you're gonna try to buy you a bitch. Like, is that what you want to do?
No, I don't pay for. I don't pay for that.
I didn't say you want to pay for, but I said buy you a bitch. That's different. That's longevity. See, you buying you a bitch. Now see that rent you paying every time you go to that country, you got somewhere to stay. Boom. Smart. Longevity.
I see.
Longevity.
I mean, but am I the one benefiting it or the girls benefiting it if I'm doing something like
both,
that?
because you'll probably have a boyfriend when you're gone. But that's not that you have to get more money so you can keep going back. See? Give it a place. Ooh, longevity.
Damn, okay. I mean, but for me, it's like I've always like wanted to travel alone, but like to a place like Tibet.
Yeah,
you know I mean,
I wanted to do like a meditation retreat. 6 months, nothing.
Yeah, spiritual journey, man. Like, because I feel like for me, like I'm very spiritual and I'm very like, I want to elevate. I want to transcend. So it's like when I think of like solo vacation, it's not just to like go sit by the beach or to go meet girls or whatever.
Meet people, go do things, go live life. That's what I do.
Right.
Ghana, Egypt, Germany, Ireland, Malta, Colombia. What? Mexico, Trinidad, St. Vincent, Barbados. You just go live, Yeah. Antigua.
Now I'm gonna do more of that though. The more I'm getting older, it's like I need more. I'm realizing that like I've spent a lot of time just focusing on like working and like getting money and like making connections, building my career,
and just focused on paying the bills,
right? Versus living life and like finding myself, and
instead of living in the present and saying, okay, this is gonna come, I have to pay these anyways,
right?
I'm gonna get those out of the way. Okay, now let me do this so that I can do that,
right?
All right, boom. Now I can do this. So it's like when I go away for a few months, I'm going away to Bogota again for a few months. I have to make sure my rent is paid in Canada, I have to make sure the mortgage that I pay in Ghana is paid for, right? I have to make sure those things are done so that I can enjoy myself, so that I can go work on the independent film that I've been asked to work on. And
talk your shit.
Right? And do a couple of other things, you know what I'm saying? So,
no, that's what's up. That's what's up. Let's talk about the party scene in Toronto. Like, we've gotten to party a lot, like together.
We party.
We've been to some really interesting parties. So let's talk about
That's because we are the vibe.
What can I say, man? King of the party. We don't say that shit for nothing.
You don't have to like me. You don't have to love me, but you will respect that because we're the vibe.
Facts.
And respect it. Period. But the scene here in Toronto is very interesting. People are very. I think it's funny because people wear so much designer and they have no style. You know what I'm saying? You got a Burberry hat on, a Gucci motherfucking belt, motherfucking Amiri shirt,
Prada and Gucci Ferragamo
Ferragamo pant, Balenciaga shoes.
So it's like a mix and match.
That's cheap because we know you spent this much on that, this much on that, this much on that. Get the whole thing. Then you spend a grip. You feel me? Then you spend some coins. That's what it's crazy.
But I feel like that's also the problem in the Toronto party culture. Like everybody is trying to look like they're rich, or like everybody is like trying to,
and they're living with somebody,
right?
Begging strippers for rent, $500, wiping they at home, ain't got no money. They got jewelry in their mouth, they got jewelry and shit. Right. But they at home with no toilet paper, wiping their ass with t-shirts. Got girls sleeping on beds with no mattresses, got no food in their fridge, and children. But they in the clubs buying bottles. They don't clean their nuts properly, but they got bottles.
What?
These bitches ain't been to an OBGYN, but they getting drinks. You feel me? These bitches don't get pussy checkups, but they are in the club. You feel me? So, like, let's be honest.
I mean,
I don't care if you have a cervix or a fucking prostate. Figure it out. Do you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I feel like that took me by surprise. I'm
serious. That's
by a whirlwind. That's what's going on.
No, because the club is fucked up. Like the clubs are fucked up. I'm not like just pertaining to the club scene generally. Shout out Unruly Promotions.
Yeah, he throws some other good parties.
He throws good parties. Yeah. People can hate, say what the fuck they want, whatever. But get your money up. Simple. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but to further expand on that, I feel like everybody's like trying to look expensive. Everybody's like trying to look like they got money, but nobody's actually enjoying the party.
Nobody enjoys the party in Toronto now.
Yeah, it's like everybody's stush. People
the girls will sit down until something comes on they like, and then hop up, act like
no, just for the snap, just for the gram,
just for the. My bad. just for the gram or whatever.
Right.
And then they'll sit back down, wait for a bottle to come around and some liquor to come, sit back down.
Right.
But the men ain't no better. Because they're just standing there. They don't say, hey, what's up? You look nice tonight.
Listen.
I ain't even trying to dance with you. Okay, cool. But I get that. I'm not even going to hug. I get that.
Maybe you don't know the guy perspective. All right? Like, it'd be hard out here sometimes. Like, I see some guys standing in the corner. Whatever. Cool. Maybe they don't got a booth. I feel like if you don't got a booth in Toronto, girls don't want to fuck with you.
But men don't even say no more, hey, can I buy you a drink?
Because they're going to be met with, sorry, I have a boyfriend. Even though like it's the girls with 5 other girls in the club by themselves. It's like, sorry, guys. So where's your boyfriend at? Why that nigga didn't come with you to the club? Right? You buy the drinks for the girls. Okay, you want to dance now? Sorry, I'm tired. Sorry, I don't want to dance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, why would niggas keep running the same game when it's not working?
So go spend the same amount of money somewhere else that it'll work.
Like...
And that's why these guys go to Mexico for these places. Yeah. But you still gotta have coins.
I mean, yeah, you gotta have money, but at least maybe the girls over there, which is what like I keep hearing, they're more receptive.
They're just more exactly.
Right.
Like, they're like, okay, let's see what he has to offer.
Yeah.
Okay. But see, it's funny because even if I do that to guys in Toronto, just for kicks, like, okay, he wants to talk to me. Okay, let me talk to him. What's up? Let's have a good conversation. So what do you do it like? Oh, what's up? What do you want some weed? You want some liquor? Where, do you got your passport?
No.
I can't go to the States. No. Do you have your passport? Like, where can you go? I just been like, honestly, it's really funny here because guys here will meet, they'll meet women like a real bitch like me and they'll be like, oh, what do you want from me? Like, why is it so difficult? So difficult for you to get in my creases? Yeah. It should be. It should be. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't know. The Toronto scene, it's really weird because in the club, that's their motive. Their objective is to get some at the end of the night for the most part. Mm-hmm. But I've met people who it's just like, I just want to have a good conversation, have some food and da-da-da. Right. But it is such a rarity. And now I'm hearing guys are looking for, okay, girls to just oblige, just say, you know what, I want to have a good time. Thank you for the drink, da-da-da. Mm-hmm. Whether I give you my number or not, we're going to have a good fucking time. Mm-hmm. That's the type of bitch I am. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If I say yes or... you know what? I'm going to give you my time, my attention. I'm just going to have a good fucking time. We don't have to fuck. You're not going to play on my pudding. You're not going to... none of that. But we're just going to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't think like that. That's this new generation. They're just... what can you get me? Buy a bottle. Get me and my girls drunk so we can go and fuck on a nigga waiting in my bed right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then niggas too. Okay, let me come to your... one thing about these niggas at the club. Oh, so what's up? Can I come over? To my house? Bitch, do you have one? No, my thing is don't...
Isn't it supposed to be the other way around? Hey, you want to come to my crib?
That's what I'm used to. And it's funny because
or
when I do
like
talk
a
to
hotel.
When I do, no, an Airbnb, something decent. You're not going to bring me to a hotel and sit there on the bed like, okay, so what's up? Yeah. No, we're not going to do... this isn't happening. This isn't the Blade. We're not going to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't know. People... it's crazy.
A lot going on in the city for sure.
It's true though. These guys, people that like that, like they're hobosexuals, right? And most of these guys, like, because they got their baby mama, obviously they live with girls because they split the rent. Either if it's not their baby mama, somebody be fucking. So they're always like, okay, let me come to your crib. You know what I'm saying? Or they live with their mama. And it's cool that you live with your mama, but you should at least be putting in enough money so that she doesn't care who the fuck you bring to your crib. Have your privacy. Oh, I live with my rents. It's respect. It's also, you're a grown ass fucking man.
Yeah, you can't
get no pussy.
You should be bringing girls.
You ain't got
over.
No soundproofing.
Yeah.
Invest in your space.
At least, yeah.
Invest. You know what I'm saying? Like put some brakes, some stoppers on your motherfucking headboard. You know what I'm saying? On your headboard.
So the bed don't be creaking.
Yeah, but no, some real shit. That's the one thing about these guys. And then girls always, oh, what's he gonna do for me? Da 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 da. Shit, I remember I let a nigga come over here and leave for 3 years. I'll never do that shit again.
Damn. From the club or what? Like
no, not from the club. But I met him.
You met him for
3 years.
Yeah, like let me come over.
Right.
And then he just moved in like 3 years. Damn.
3 years later, I came home. We took the couch, TV, everything for him and his mama because they ain't have nothing. Duh, Toronto. Scarborough.
So back to what? Like we're gonna round it up and say like just the dating scene is really messed up, right?
The dating scene is messed up because nobody is willing to want to try. Nobody wants to be vulnerable. Nobody wants to cry. Nobody wants to laugh. Nobody wants to go through emotions and feelings with people because they don't want to get through it. They don't want to go through it because they don't want to get through it. They don't want to do any of those things. You know what I'm saying? So it's really fucked up because people out here really do genuinely want to date, but they ain't got no money. They ain't got no, they ain't got no swag. But they're good people, longevity wise. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what people are looking for. People want something to brag about on the gram. People want that glitz, that glam. Even if they go to
STK.
Even if they have nothing. STK is nothing. I don't know why you keep saying that. Like
because every girl in Toronto wants to go to STK, bro.
Because they haven't been.
Really? Even the ones that have been, bro.
I've been to STK all the time.
Harbor 60, STK. These are where like girls want to go.
I like Blue Blood and Harbor 60.
They want to keep making those. I keep seeing them sometimes. Like I be on Instagram just seeing those stories, bro. Like these.
But girls, I get invited.
They go every weekend.
But I get invited.
But that's what I'm saying.
You feel me?
That's what I'm saying.
They're not from the same one.
That's what I'm saying. They want the glitz and the glam. They want to be able to post. Yeah, they don't even post a nigga. That's another fucking thing. They don't post a nigga.
I'll post a nigga just to make the other niggas mad. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah, they post the food.
Don't care either.
They post the sign. They go take signs by the the sign STK, the Harbor 60.
What's wrong with that?
Just to look good for the gram.
When you're there, every you do weekend.
It too. I'm paying, nigga. If I'm paying for something, I'm gonna take pictures. Right. You know what I mean?
So but if I'm there and I'm enjoying it, look at it, she looking because she can't enjoy it, take pictures.
I mean, she can, but I'm saying like
you want to make sure that you're in it after.
Yeah, like
that's
post
crazy.
to me.
See, that's crazy.
I did that. I paid for that shit. Even post if me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I look good too, nigga. Fuck your other niggas. Post me. You know what I mean? Like let's keep it real, bro. Like it's just like for example, right? You got a nice car. Girl's gonna be taking selfies in your car. Blah blah blah, and she's not gonna be like, look who I'm with.
No.
Like, fuck?
Sometimes.
Get out my car.
Why? But see,
not
guys,
every girl. I'm just saying, like, girls do it too often.
But not every guy.
Where it's like, at a certain point, you just feel like you're a prop.
But everybody's so caught up in their phones.
You just feel like you're a prop.
Everyone is so caught up in their phone.
They just want to use it, even if you got a nice crib, they just want to come to your crib just so that they can post Snapchat videos and Instagram stories. Oh, look where I'm at. Hey, I'm at Drake's mansion. They just want to look cool. Everybody wants to look cool for the gram.
Well, I mean, cool things can be fun, and fun things can be cool, right?
True.
Yeah, that's all it's about.
Okay. But
when you're on a date, when we're going back to dates,
right?
When you're on a date, you need to be present.
Exactly.
A lot of people aren't present. They don't care. What about what we can get? Da da da.
So tell me, a lot of things are going on these days. We see a lot of like relationship stories on Instagram. Mm-hmm. I know you saw Risa Tisa's story. If you didn't see it, then you've been under a rock.
I just read, because I want to be.
I mean, but I
know about it. But I never watched. I just read that her man did what men do.
It wasn't that unique, right? I've been telling everybody these, like this thing, like it happens a lot.
It happens.
It happens a lot. It's everyday life, like regular shit. Like people go through this all the time. People lie.
Every day.
Niggas lie. Niggas manipulate.
Anything that happens nowadays, people go, "Oh, it's the internet. Is it real?"
Right. It happens.
What?
You know somebody that it's happened to. It's not a unique story.
It happened to your mama. What?
Yeah, true. Women finesse, niggas finesse.
Happened to your daddy too.
Everyday life. But when should somebody like be like, you know what, fuck this, like I'm out? Because I feel like she missed a lot of signs that she could have walked away from long time, but she kept being like, you know what?
That's her choice.
Yeah.
It's a choice. Just like old girl who doesn't know me, never wanted to get to know me, nothing about me or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like she would have been a cool girl, but she wanted to come up to me and not be cool with me because of some other shit that her nigga did.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Like, it's your choice.
Mm-hmm.
You can be as cool as you want to be. You could be, you know what I'm saying? It's your choice. You could stay. You could benefit. Some women are like, you know what? My life is amazing. He does everything and more for me and my kids. I'm going to let him, that's what most men are used to. The breadwinners, right? As soon as most, women are like, oh, well, look at how I'm living. He can do what he wants, who he wants, where, when he wants. But let a woman be in power. Let a woman want to deal with polyandry. Let a woman want to have a husband and then multiple boyfriends that don't date anybody else but her. And then they're looking at her like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
that's my mentality though. Like, to be fair, but I don't have enough time in my spirit for all that. But literally, like that's how I think. Like because so many men are like, oh, polygamy, in different parts of the world. North America's not a big part of the world. Most parts of the world it's like polygamy. Let's have more men. Yeah, cool. Have more than one wife. Oh yeah, you're one of the wives. That's amazing. People are cool because he's taking care of his fucking business across the board and then some. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's crazy.
So you're saying that because he's providing or he's like nice to you, treats you right, like it makes women like want to stay in even sometimes like really terrible situations.
Yeah, domestic violence. I've been in those domestic situations and I didn't realize until I was looking and I was in a hospital and I'm looking at my face and I had to get surgery here and then stitches in my head and I'm like, okay, maybe this is enough. maybe this was enough. I'm done. I'm done now. I'm done. Stabbed in my side and shit. This is
you got stabbed
a few times by my ex. That's enough.
Who was you dating? You
crazy white boy. Tell him to get out. I don't want to be with you no more. I'll hold you hostage for 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But it's whatever.
You need to drop your own story on TikTok.
Karma's a bitch. No, but karma's a bitch though. You know what I'm saying?
Reese Tisha got nothing on that.
Karma's a bitch though.
Stabbed?
Yeah, karma's a bitch. For him.
I mean, yeah.
He's epileptic. Definitely. He's all handicapped and broke. Mama's still a crackhead. You know what I'm saying? I know he's missing teeth. Probably he a crackhead too. I don't care. That's life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, when it comes to like domestic violence, when it comes to infidelity, people cheating on people, not knowing, raw and just doing all this crazy shit that they don't give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? Dating is fucked up. People, a lot of people will do or say or be with anyone just so that they're not alone. Right. And I had to get over that fear of being alone and just say, I can be alone by myself, travel alone, do stuff alone so that I can say, okay, I deserve this man or this man deserves me. Right. Simply. No, and no longer important. Like I used to selling pussy, selling drugs, selling whatever. All of that shit is now it's about my self-worth and where I'm going moving forward. So if I want you or you want me, it's not just about that. It's not about you getting in my creases. It's not about none of that. It's about, spiritually, what are you going to give to me? What can I give to you? What can I feed you? What can you feed me? You know what I'm saying? Because any man that gets into any woman's universe, especially raw, is there forever. That's an imprint that's left in you forever. It doesn't matter how many bodies you have. Bodies are irrelevant. But, that's why so many bitches are fucked up in the head because they deal with so many demons that they got inside of their spirit, literally. Yeah.
No, that's true because, like, even if you look at it, like, in a certain sense of the word, like, men don't heal. Men don't process their traumas. Yeah. Like, men don't have a safe space to really, like, get a lot of the things that plague them out and just keep that shit in. So it's like when you're dealing with certain kinds of people, of course it's gonna seep in. You know what I mean? So it's like,
and that's why I always tell my friends, my male friends, white, black, Indian, Asian, all of that. I tell them like, you could always talk to me, always text me, always just whatever. And when I have time, I'll respond. If I can't respond right away, don't worry, I will. That's it. But just know that you have somebody that will give you the honest truth. That actually cares because when I care, I respond. When I care, I talk to you. When I care, you have my number. Right. If I don't care, none of that. Right. So that's one thing too is that men I feel like should just be able to or try to be a little more vulnerable so that they are not always like we don't have nowhere to go. We don't We don't just pour, just pour it out. Be transparent. Let it go. And people are fucked up. People are going to use it against you. People are going to throw it at you, but just know where you are, know your truth, and make sure you balance what you tell people.
Oh yeah. Some shit should never come out. Like, and be careful who you tell things to too.
And that's it. I've told secrets to people, and it's like every secret I've told to somebody, why? For what did I benefit from telling you that? And even whether they're still in my life to this day and I know they're going to keep the secret or they're not and they told the secret or didn't, what did I benefit? I benefit nothing from telling my own secrets. Of your chest. But I benefit nothing from telling my own secrets. Do you know what I'm saying? Right. I personally don't because there's not nobody that can do just no. I don't. Not at all.
But yeah, no, it's good. Like I feel like men should definitely be able to express themselves without being seen as weak,
or
you know,
soft or
without being
sensitive.
because I feel like even women like they do that like where they play on a man's emotions, right? If a man is emotions, like, oh, like, you know, you're pussy, like, you know, he's
I mean, I guess it depends on the circumstance. It's circumstantial for me. It's situational for me. So it depends.
No, I mean, there's some extreme cases. Like if, for example, like, you know, your car stops at the side of the road and you come out crying, like, oh my God.
Why would he be crying?
What the? I'm just saying, like, there's levels to this shit. Like, oh my God, my car stopped working. Like,
because he's like a Gen, whatever the fuck. What is his generation?
Gen Z?
Because he's a Gen Z. Because he can't get the motherfucking crowbar.
And like, you know, raise that shit up and like change the tires. It's like, oh my God, like
can't jack up the car, get the crowbar, do that.
I'm not saying like that's the type of like stuff. I mean that should be okay too. But like I'm saying, like for example, like let's say like, you know, your best friend died. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can talk to somebody about it. Like, shed a tear or two. That's your homie.
You got one day.
You know what I mean?
You got one day. And after that, we're celebrating. You got one fucking day.
You know what I mean? Like, you
got one day to cry.
You should be free to be human. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes,
like,
for one day.
If men weren't supposed to cry, we wouldn't have tear ducts.
That's true.
We weren't meant to have kids, like to grow kids in our bodies.
Right.
That's why we don't have wombs. So if we weren't made to cry, we shouldn't have tear ducts.
Tell the liberals that.
You know, but I get with that shit.
That's so funny.
Nah, but for real though, like I feel like, you know, men are judged like so much. Like women are judged too, like, you know, on a more like higher scale. But we're judged.
Pussy was the first commodity to ever be sold, but
right.
Bitches always gonna sell pussy, whether it's on OnlyFans, in the street, on the blade,
with, you know,
out of
Polaroid cameras.
Your mama's still gonna sell it out her bedroom, whatever. But niggas is still gonna fucking, you know, criticize people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like even these days, like girls criticize girls more. You know what I mean? Like you on some.
Well, yes and no. Yes and no. Because people will defend people more, body shame, all that bullshit, body shaming, like. I don't know. I'm just tired of all these words that have been made up.
I know, right? There's so much like verbiage.
I just miss the day when we used to I miss back in the day we used to just copy. You crazy?
Yeah.
Look how you dress. You crazy?
Yeah.
I'm not crazy. I'm different. Okay, you different.
Yeah. Like, and it's like, all right, move on.
Cool, move on.
But now, like, you know,
got this different person in our class, and they cool.
Yeah.
But now it's no. You have to respect what it is. What I say, this is. Yeah. This is the history of it, and here's my colors. Like, bitch, what?
Hey man,
like, bitch, what?
I'm gonna say this, like, you know, just off the rip. Like, I feel like freedom of speech should definitely be brought back. Bring back freedom of speech, but with freedom comes responsibility.
Yes.
Obviously, be careful about people's feelings. Don't be insensitive, but
what is insensitivity?
Insensitivity is when you're trying to hurt somebody.
No, but some people can be hurt
without even trying to hurt them, right? Like, yeah, but like what I'm saying is, for example, if I make a slip, like some people, like, you know, the internet is just unforgiving. If I make a slip and I say something that I'm ignorant about because I don't know everything, why should my whole life end? Why should I lose my job? Why should I, like, you know, have to cower now and, like, you know, put my head under a blanket because, like, now I can't show my face in public?
No, you can.
You know what I mean? Like, everybody should.
Those are the people that cower to the internet. But remember, the internet's not real life, and all those people aren't in real life. Not only can they not fight, I really don't care what anyone has to say unless you can beat me. So I really don't care.
Right.
That's just me, though. Like, you have to remember, the internet is not real, and people take shit. I remember when I first started music, back. And I just saw people commenting on the way I look and the way that they don't like and I cried once.
Just for one day.
That's it. But then I remembered I've done opera at Wichita State University. I've done performance in theater, you know, Oklahoma, Mozart, Requiem. I've done things that I'm like, people fuck with me.
Yeah.
So I really don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? These are people that won't see me in person, can't see me in person. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, who cares? The internet is the internet. People are thumb thugs like a motherfucker.
True.
Like, that's it. They're just
internet warriors.
That's it. Especially in Canada. People in Canada, they like that. They just sit up high and they talk their shit. Yeah. You see them in person though.
Yeah.
They just look.
It's like,
they just they'll just look at you.
True, they can't say shit.
But I'm the type of bitch, I've said stuff like, go relay this message.
Right.
Since I'm not gonna walk over, relay that message. Oh, I feel like you're trying to start something. Nah, bitch, you did. No, you did. And now that I see you, I don't care if it was a year, 2 years, 3 years. I'm gonna address it. That's me.
No,
That's me, because people be like, "Oh, it's the internet. I say what I want," and then they see somebody, they're like, "Oh, oh, chill. It's not. You need to relax." No, you need to start whistling. I'm finna knock your teeth out. Like, you about to start whistling, my nigga. What? That's some real shit.
No, I get that though. Internet is not real life.
Internet is not real life, and a lot of people live on that. A lot
of people, they chat.
People hop in people's DMs, sending, "Oh, look, I got this on this person. I got that on this person." You don't know this person for the fact. You don't know if this person is on the brink of taking their own life. You don't know what these people. You don't know nothing that nobody's going through. You don't know if this person just lost a motherfucking family member. You know what I'm saying? Like the night that I went out to Bar Karma, I just lost my sister a few days before. And I had to work, so I couldn't make it to the funeral, but I was on FaceTime, whatever. And these girls tried me in the club, like, I'm not finna body you both. Bang your motherfucking heads together. Like, you put your hands on me. Like,
I feel like, like, more of these days too, with like the social climate of things and like just the economy and everything. I feel like people are on an edge like all the time. So you never know who might just bang out. You know what I mean? That's why.
But people don't. I wish people would fight more, honestly.
Yeah, get it out of their system.
Because I'm a scrapper,
there used to be in the past. There used to be duels, right? Like or brawls, where it's like, oh, I got beef with you. Let's squabble. Yeah. Maybe outside.
I lived in New York. When I lived in New York, I was 17, 18. I'll never forget when I first moved to New York. The first week there was a whole block brawl. Yeah. In the South Bronx, 149th and 3rd. 149th and motherfucking 3rd. I'll never forget. And I just happened to be in it because I was just at the right place at the right motherfucking time. And that's it. I didn't know who I was fighting, but I was stomping. You know what I'm saying?
Do the cops ever show up to those?
Cops show up. Everybody
they don't do
scatters.
Anything?
You know what I'm saying? You running, you dragging a motherfucker by their head. You just running. You know what I'm saying? That's whatever.
Yo, where's my shirt? Where's my shirt? I can't find my phone. Shit. All right, leave it.
No, fuck all that. Fuck all that. Hop on the train.
Nah, New York is not a real place.
New York is a real place. Toronto's not a real place.
Oh, nah, that's crazy, though.
Toronto's not a real place. I remember I saw a little short, dark-skinned nigga with gold teeth get knocked the fuck down in Juliet one time. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, how is you big dog? How is you big dog? But you let a nigga sock you in your shit and didn't do shit about it. I don't give a fuck how big you is. Win, lose, or draw. Mm-hmm.
At least the one punch.
Win, lose, or draw.
Yeah.
I promise you, I'm getting you.
Yeah.
I'm that type of bitch. I get my lick back. I don't even care. Like you can't really just get away without me getting my lick back anyway. So. Mm-hmm. I don't really care. You feel me? I'm that type of bitch though. So yeah, because I squabs, but nobody squab. There's not one person in Canada I'll laugh. Like I'll be like, oh, okay, square up. You know what I'm saying? Without one person in the room, like 911, somebody is
right. They're gonna snitch on you.
Somebody, you feel me? Somebody is calling the police. You feel me?
Nah, for real though. But it's always fun when we get you on the pod because, we'll be talking about all kinds of crazy shit.
Because we're friends in real life.
Well, that's true.
Right?
Yeah, no, gang. But I appreciate you coming on.
Anytime.
Yeah, we hope to see you again on the pod. You already know what it is, man. Queen Dej, ladies and gentlemen. Where can people find you real quick?
You can find me Instagram at Queen Dej. My YouTube is Queen Dej, of course. Facebook, Queen Dej. Everything Queen Dej. YouTube, fucking World Star, Queen Dej. Six Buzz, Queen Dej.
Six Buzz.
Right?
Yeah.
You can find me, I forget what the publication is, but through Mr. DK, a director in Ghana, in Kumasi, Ghana, radio and television. You can find me on the Universal album in Bogota, Colombia, award-winning album. Do my thing. Do my thing, do my sports therapy thing too. That's it. Educated bitch.
Educated, making big moves, got motion.
Low key, high key. Fuck is you talking about?
You already know what it is, man. We'll see you in the next episode. We out.